Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about something a bit different, not about cars, but instead about coffee. I recently bought a Conical Burr grinder for my espresso machine. Unfortunately, I can't quite get the grind as fine as I'd like. So that's normally achieved by feeding coffee beans through the top of this assembly, and then this metallic interface moves up and down to adjust the coarseness of the grind. In the past, I've been getting by with some cheap bits of cardboard I had lying around to try and pack it out to about the right thickness, but after a while they tend to lose their dimensional tolerance and the coffee grind goes out, so you have to go back and recalibrate. So I've hit the end of the available range of settings on the machine, and it's now time to try and engineer a better interface. So hitting the CAD package, I've taken a photo of the inside and created this washer that you see here. I'm going to produce a variety of thicknesses from 0.8 up to 1.4 millimeters and try them out. Releasing those from the build plate, labelling them up so I know what's what. I'm going to start out I think with 1 mil and go from there. So the idea is to be able to install this into the device, screw the metal part down, it just sits on top, and that should give me the ability to completely choke the flow with a very, very finely ground coffee and then back it off from there. So today I'm not able to do that, and what's coming out is too watery for my taste. So here we have the assembled part being lowered into the grinder for the first time, and that just twists in. So then it's time to try the machine out and make sure there's no metal to metal contact. So starting on a nice coarse setting, pushing it through to fine, giving a little wiggle around just to make sure we're not getting any grinding between the metal parts. So loading it up now with some delicious Italian coffee beans. See, we get the flow out, so this is on the finest setting the machine will do, and it's literally falling out in clumps, so I'm pretty confident it'll be enough to block the flow, and then I can back it off from there. So for my process it's about 4.5 scoops of coffee to get about 17 grams for the dose. Give that a tamp, cheeky twist, and load it in. So you can see I've practically stopped the flow there from the coffee. You want to pull about a 15 mil expression from the machine in around 28 seconds. That's the optimal time, so it's not too bitter and it's not too watery. So now playing around with the grind settings. Maybe still a little bit too fine. So again, taking it up another notch from there. So these Sboly machines are available on Amazon, and I'll put a link into the description, so if you want to get yourself one, and then I'll make the parts available on Thingiverse so you can download your own packers if you want to optimise the machine. And here we go. So I seem to be getting a good flow coming out of the machine, a nice crema forming on the top. Looks like we're getting onto a winner. So they say the test of a good crema is to be able to float a sugar cube on the top. I'm not going to try to do that, but I'll certainly add a bit of sugar. So you can see increasing the grind coarseness, and you can see there's different results. But my Goldilocks moment is right here. Okay, yeah, the sugar fell through, but hey, you can't win them all. But it's all down to the important taste test and seeing how this coffee turns out.
Fruity, delicious. All the things I'd expect from a finely Italian roasted coffee.
So marking up the settings, locking them in, and making sure all of those test espressos don't go to waste. Mrs. Engineer will be receiving finest cappuccino. So there we are guys, thanks very much for watching. For now, engineer